Welcome back, traders. This is Sandra with Trading Made Simple, and today we're going to talk about CHOP, why you should not trade in CHOP, and how you can identify it, and then take advantage of maybe different strategies that uh, are doing okay with CHOP. So let's get to it. If you like this type of content, please like, subscribe, and share. And if you are trading in CHOP, then you're going to be very disappointed with your results in your trading. And so just because we come here every day, the market is open, doesn't mean that it's a great day to trade. I mean, just like a surfer, we're looking at the surf report, we're taking our board out, we got all the manual labor of getting out, past the crest there, and now we're waiting for the wave. And there's no guarantee that it's going to happen. Sometimes it takes hours, right? If you didn't know it, sometimes it takes hours for a wave to come in before you can actually ride the wave and feel the enjoyment and the exhilaration. And the same thing is true for the stock market. So just keep that in mind as you're trading, that there are similarities in that. Just because we're here and the bell rings doesn't mean all of a sudden it's time to trade. So in order for me to trade, like I really want to know that there's a flush, an aggressive move, some sort of thrust in the market for me to like intraday or scalp, right? Those things are fun. There's no doubt about it. My other positions, they enjoy chop. It doesn't even matter. If I have a thesis, I got some butterflies on, I got some credit spreads on, I'm covered for chop. No worries. But for the intraday trading, for scalping, you really want an aggressive, uh, assertive move in the market. And how do you identify that? Well, you do not want a small range, whether it be in your stock or the indices. You don't want a small range. You want a larger range. And oftentimes, I get my guidance from the indices, like the ES. So I know what the support and resistance levels are for the ES, as well as for the stocks that I'm looking at. Do you? If not, I'm going to show you soon how to find those out. So what I do is I wait. I know what the resistance and support levels are. I create an alert so that if I'm busy or I'm talking to someone or etc., that once the alert goes off, that either support or resistance has been breached, well, then I know that there's direction in the market. And I use the ES to guide me. So if support breaks, then I know that there is a breakdown. And if it breaks resistance, then I know that there's a breakout. And so that gives you some clear direction of what the actual overall market is doing to allow you then to look at your favorite stock and or index and then make a decision if you want to utilize your capital to trade. And where do you get that information from? A lot of people have trouble with their charts to identify where support and resistance is. And if you don't have a lot of tools on your chart to help you with support and resistance, I do have a video that is called Support and Resistance that can introduce some TOS tools to you that are free. And some are customized scripts that I included. So take a look at that video. And the other thing too is that you can go to a lot of these websites that are out there, like barchart.com as an example, and you can get these things, which basically tells you for each and every stock as well as for the indexes. And I post this in my Discord every single day because that's what I want our members to take a look at. Are we going to break support or resistance? That's going to be your trend. That's going to be the identifier if it's worth, okay, paddling faster and getting ready to stand on your surfboard. Because if not, then what ends up happening is that you're going to have a short-dated contract, for a put or a call. You're going to be chopping around, and it's just going to drain the premium out of that, and you're going to be frustrated, and you're going to be mad at you're just going to be mad and upset about trading, and you're just going to wonder, like, what am I doing wrong? What you're doing wrong is you're just wasting all your capital, just like you'd be wasting all of your strength paddling at every little tiny, movement in the ocean if you were out there, so to speak. So I really want you to start concentrating on where you're at uh, every single day. We're all waiting in the ocean, as an example. We're waiting for that big thrust, wave, um, aggressive movement to happen for us to then all of a sudden paddle as fast as we can so that we can jump on the board and we can have a good ride. And I want you to have a really good trade. And the way that you do that is just by doing this each and every day. And the easiest way to do it is just set an alert. Set an alert for support and resistance. For, as an example, the ES, I do this every single day. And that allows me to know if there is going to be a thrust somewhere. And sometimes, by the way, resistance will be broken. But it's the slowest moving market you had ever seen in your life, right? You're like, oh my God, it's like watching paint dry. I've been there, I've done that. So you know what you do is you kind of take a longer dated call or put and you set it and forget it. You do a trail stop, you do what your stop loss is, depending on your risk amount, and you let that go. Because it doesn't mean that in 3 hours, right, it didn't move the amount of distance, but it's just making your eyes bleed by watching it every single second. Or you could do a credit spread as an example, which takes advantage of price. It limits your risk and your reward, but it works well in chop as well as it works well in slow motion, right? Slow motion wave. So the market can move. If you're a scalper and intraday trader, man, you want that thrust wave. If not, you might want to start learning and educating yourself in some different strategies that could help you with slow motion waves and chop and still make money. So, I hope this helped you out. And if you have any questions, you know where to get a hold of me. I hope you come check out our Discord, Trading Made Simple. I'm always here to answer your questions, and we'll see you in the next video.